Okay, this is Christy. Alright, the animation's looking okay. I think there's some poses you could probably touch up. Maybe look at the fingers. And then there's some kind of funniness. There's a little pop there at the end. And he sort of looks a little slow motion the way he comes around here. Probably wouldn't lift the foot up that high. But the lighting looks good. It's got a nice look. It looks sort of realistic, like one big light source. Maybe the sun's coming in and shining, casting a shadow on him. So I think the lighting looks good. Let's take a look at the Maya file. Oh yeah, something's going real wacky with his arm there. Not sure how much of that is the... Okay, so it's IK, that's interesting. I think the fact that you're overextending by so far is part of the problem. So generally you don't want to extend the controller beyond the length of the arm. See, as soon as I do that, that fixes it. So you don't... Now, the only exception to that is if I delete those keyframes on there. If I want to turn stretchy on, what happens is... Why isn't that highlighting now? I hate that. Oh, that's... Yeah. It stretches the arm, if you want to do that. But let's just leave that off for now and see if there's any more that go way beyond. Oh, now that's interesting. So your FK here and your IK there. So that's where you switch, and this thing kind of flies off when you switch, which isn't such a great idea. So I might delete this last keyframe if we can avoid it. Okay, and that gets rid of those pops that we were seeing before. And then I was saying, for example, this foot doesn't need to go quite so high. Because it's not... Oh yeah, it is going high there. I have auto keyframe on there, so... I mean, what you can do is you can have it, maybe you want it to roll back when it hits. Maybe when it's, and then a couple frames after that, 2 or 3, you can flatten that out. So you get a little more of a feeling of weight when he sets his foot down. And on the other side, if you want, I mean, you could pick it up a little bit more here. And this one, this would be a good example of... Oh, you are rolling it up, I guess. Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's the other one. This one, you might want to roll it up if you're not already, so maybe here, or key that, and then by here, maybe he's rolled his foot up. and then maybe by here it's at 0, and maybe by here it's, rolled back this way, and then a couple frames later, actually that's probably too slow, flattened out. Still looks a little slow motion-y, those last few steps. I might take all this and see what happens if we speed that up a little bit. Snap it to whole number keyframes. Whoa. Must be missing. Something there. Didn't get scaled very well. It's a little weird because it's like the timing somehow got messed up. I guess I think that's when I need to set more keyframes before I do that, because if you keep everything in every pose, that works better. But if you don't have everything keyed at every pose, it like can kind of shuffle it a little bit. So maybe make sure you get everything keyed at every pose first, and then you can adjust those things. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, this is looking good.